Today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating ancient text from India called the Vastuguna Deepika. And you should think of it less like some dusty old book and more like a secret guide to the hidden properties and energies in literally everything around us. From the ginger sitting in your kitchen to the actual wind blowing outside.
And it really makes you wonder, right? What if the biggest secrets to our well-being aren't some new scientific breakthrough, but they've been waiting for us for centuries, just hiding in the simple things we see and use every single day? So let's start looking for this wisdom in the most obvious place of all.
Exactly. We're starting right where this knowledge is easiest to find, in our own kitchens. The text suggests that some of the most powerful remedies out there aren't rare or exotic. Nope, they're the common ingredients we probably don't give a second thought to.
And honestly, what's more common than ginger? Well, according to this guide, ginger isn't just for adding a little kick to your food. It is a universal remedy. It's really seen as this incredible powerhouse, capable of fixing all sorts of imbalances in the body.
So a core idea here is this concept called Jataradipti, which you can basically translate as your digestive fire. In this whole system of thinking, having a strong digestive fire is the absolute bedrock of good health. And ginger is believed to directly stoke that internal fire. That, in turn, boosts your strength, sharpens your memory, and even helps cleanse organs like the liver. It's like the pilot light for your entire system.
And this right here perfectly illustrates a key principle. It's not just what you're eating, it's how you prepare it. Take flattened rice. If you fry it in ghee, it's said to build up your strength, but it can also create heat in your body. But, and get this, if you soak that exact same rice in milk, its properties completely flip. It becomes cooling, soothing, and super easy to digest. It just goes to show you, in this worldview, preparation changes everything.
And that idea of how you do things, it goes way, way beyond food. The Vashtaguna Deepika puts just as much weight on simple, consistent daily rituals as the foundation for a long and healthy life.
One of the most important of these rituals is called abhyangam. Now, in our world today, we probably think of an oil massage as a special treat, something you get at a spa. But here, it's framed as a daily, non-negotiable act of self-care. It's as fundamental as taking a shower or eating a meal.
And the process itself is this really thoughtful ritual. You start by applying warm oil not just to your body, but specifically to your head, into your ears, and around your eyes to really nourish all the senses. And after a full massage, you don't just wash it all off with harsh soap. No, you cleanse with gentle, natural powders. It's a total head-to-toe act of nourishment.
And the promise behind this daily practice is, well, it's profound. The text makes a pretty bold claim. Doing this consistently doesn't just feel good right now, it actively keeps old age at bay. It completely reframes this simple act into a powerful, daily investment in your future self.
Okay, so let's widen our search a little bit. This text basically looks at the entire natural world as one giant potential pharmacy, with powerful remedies just hiding in plain sight everywhere.
Take castor oil. Most of us probably know it for one very specific thing, right? But this guy gives us a much, much bigger picture. It's described as a master substance for calming vata energy, that's the subtle energy of movement in the body, which makes it perfect for soothing nerve-related problems. But it's also used for everything from reducing swelling to even helping with headaches.
And then you have the Indian gooseberry, or Usurikia. This is a classic example of what the tradition calls a rasayana, which is essentially a powerful substance that rejuvenates the whole body. It's not meant for one specific illness, but for preserving youthfulness, strengthening your eyesight, and promoting a long life. You could really call it one of the original superfoods.
Okay, this is where things get really, really interesting. The text's view of health is so holistic that it goes way beyond diet and herbs. It suggests that everything we interact with, from the clothes we wear to the emotions we feel, has a real tangible effect on our physical health.
Get this, the text actually prescribes different colors of clothing because of their specific energetic effects. Red clothes are said to calm the vata and kapha energies, which are related to movement and structure, and the increased body heat, which makes them perfect for colder seasons. White clothes, on the other hand, are seen as universally balancing, promoting cleanliness and keeping you at a neutral temperature. It's a wild way to think about your wardrobe as a wellness tool, isn't it? And just as the color of your shirt can impact your internal state, so can your emotions. Anger isn't just a fleeting feeling. It's seen as having direct physical results. The text says it literally heats the blood, makes any existing diseases worse, and in the end, actually shortens your life. It's a pretty stark reminder that, in this view, your internal emotional state is everything.
All right, finally, we're going to touch on the most subtle, but maybe the most powerful influence that the text talks about, the unseen forces in our environment, which are believed to be constantly shaping our health, whether we realize it or not.
This chart just brilliantly shows how incredibly detailed this awareness is. The text actually categorizes the wind coming from each of the cardinal directions, and it assigns each one a unique quality. And look at the incredible contrast here. Wind from the south is seen as healthy, as life-promoting. But just shift one direction over, and the wind from the southwest is labeled as straight-up disease-causing. That's an amazing glimpse into a worldview where your health and your geography are deeply connected.
So, when you put it all together, what are we really seeing? This ancient guide isn't about finding some single magic bullet for health. It presents health as this constant, dynamic dance. It's all about balancing the properties in your food, your daily rituals, your emotions, and even the world around you to stay in a state of equilibrium.
And that brings us right back to our world today. You know, in the middle of our hectic modern lives, with all of our technology and complications, it really makes you stop and ask, which of these simple, foundational truths about how we eat, how we care for ourselves, and how we live, which of them might still hold the most power for us right now?